Howdy everyone, it's your buddy BP. It is April 15th, 2016, Friday morning, and it is Zor Day. It is the first Zor Day since the 2.2 patch, and look where Zor is, in the reef. I'm a little nervous because of what happened last time he showed up here, but you know what? I gotta see what his inventory is. I gotta know what it is because we have returning exotics, and I'm really hoping he's selling special weapon engrams so I can try to get that Zen Meteor. I'm pretty sure he's not selling them, but who knows? Maybe I'll luck out. As you might notice, I also got a new machine gun. It's got one of those red chromas, and check this out. Haha! New Lord of Wolves. Year 2. I also got a Year 2 Drake's Promise, but nobody cares about that. Well, I guess Helm of Saint-14 is what he's selling. Well, let's go ahead and take a peek at what else he's got.
Similar.
Titans this week will get Helm of Saint-14. It has an Intellect and Strength build. Its perks include Ashes to Assets, Heavy Lifting, and Invigoration. Its exotic perk is Starless Night. Your Ward of Dawn blinds enemies who enter it. This is very, very useful in PvE. This used to be extremely popular back in Year 1. It was very useful in the raids, namely the Crota raid. In Year 2, however, now that we have the Dreadnought raid, the one with Oryx, this is kind of fallen out of favorability, I guess. People are more interested in different types of exotics. So you don't see this one quite as often, but I still think it's very useful, and it's pretty good with, I can't remember what the name of the ability is, whenever you have your force barrier up and you kill an enemy with a melee, you drop an orb of light. This combos extremely well with it. It's not in Year 2 yet, but we used to have a, what was it called? The huge, I want to say it's the Devil's Lair. It was one of the early strikes on Earth. There was like places you could just drop your bubble and enemies would spawn out, and you could just blind them as soon as they come out and just hit them with melees, and you can just turn yourself into an orb fountain. It was really fun, and it's still fun to use even in Year 2. So I would definitely recommend it if you don't have it and you like playing as your defenders. It's pretty snazzy looking too, though you can't tell. It kind of got an ugly looking shader on top of it. It doesn't combo very well with the Queen's Web shader, I think. But I still think this is really good for PvE. In PvP, I guess it's like fun in the sense you can use it to sort of troll enemies. You know, whenever they wander into your bubble, you can kind of like sucker them into entering your bubble, and they'll just be completely blinded. You know, it's pretty fun to do that. But there are far better exotics to use, especially as a defender. If I was a defender, I would probably use something more like no backup plans than this. But still, for PvE, Helm of Saint-14, very fun exotic. Hunters this week will get young Ahamkara Spine. It has an Intellect and Discipline build, which isn't too shabby. I think that's a nice build for this. Its other perks are Fast Ball, Impact Induction, Shotgun Loader, and Hand Cannon Loader. Its exotic perk is Field Trip. It increases the duration of your Trip Mine Grenade, and you get a second Trip Mine charge. That whole part with the second Trip Mine charge, that is new for Year 2. Before, it just gave you longer duration, which wasn't bad. On its own, Trip Mine Grenades last about 10 seconds. With this, it's 30. I wouldn't bother with it in PvE. Trip Mine Grenades just aren't as useful in a PvE setting as they are in PvP. In that setting, I would rather use an Incendiary Grenade. But in PvP, these things are really great, especially in Mayhem. And we have Mayhem Clash this week as part of our playlist for PvP activities. So this is really fun. You can just completely max out for Discipline, and you can just spam grenades everywhere, and they will last so long. It's always been a dream of mine to get like maybe 5 people in a party and go into like a Mayhem Clash or Mayhem Control, and then have us just all be hunters and spec'd out for Discipline, and have us all wear this, and then just throw Trip Mine Grenades everywhere just to annoy the enemy. It's always been my dream to do this. And I've never been able to, I guess, arrange it. I just don't think I have that large enough of a group of active subs that would really want to do something like that. Maybe sometime in the future I'd be able to pull it off, but even on its own, it's immensely fun in PvP if you like using Trip Mine Grenades. In PvE against computer enemies, I wouldn't bother with it, but against other Guardians, this thing is a lot of fun. I would definitely recommend this for PvP gunslingers. Warlocks this week will get Starfire Protocol. It has a Discipline and Strength build, which is okay. Its other perks are Special Ammo and Heavy Ammo, so you don't have to pick which weapon. That's very convenient. And of course, it's spec'd out for the Solar class. Because its exotic perk is Starfire Protocol, you get an additional fusion grenade. This is only for the Sun Singers. Fusion grenades are really nice, both for PvE and PvP, though more for PvP in my opinion. They're basically the Sun Singers version of the sticky grenade. You hit them with the sticky grenade, it blows up, it's pretty much a guaranteed kill in PvP, and of course it'll, I believe, yeah, if you have the other perk, you can ignite enemies with it. So I guess that's okay. And the thing is about, I know that Sun Singers have that perk, Gift of the Sun, which gives you double grenades. So this kind of does that, but it only works for fusion grenades. So you don't have to take that final passive perk, but there's only 2 other perks, and the other one that allows you to ignite enemies with your grenades, this one doesn't work too well with that, at least not in PvP. In PvE, maybe so. In PvP, it does work well, I guess, in the sense you can also take the other perk, which is, I believe, Angel of Light, which allows you to kind of hover in place for a few seconds when you aim down the sights of your weapon. Really nice if you're using something like a scout rifle, which we're going to get to that in a moment, or something like that. I think that's a pretty nice combo. I don't think it's the most exciting, it's not the most exciting exotic armor out there. I think there's more fun choices, but if you like using your fusion grenades as your Sun Singer, then there really is no better choice than this. Well, I stand corrected when I said the thing about the scout rifle. I thought I saw Meta multi-tool at first glance, but nope, it's actually the bad Juju. I can't remember if he sold this before. If he has, it's only been once. But yeah, this thing is a fantastic weapon. And back in year 1, it used to be a there used to be a quest associated with it. You got it randomly for turning in bounties, but that was just part of the normal random reward meta. And this thing is just wonderful. First off, full auto. I like pulse rifles that have full auto mechanics. I don't know why. Some folks don't really care much for them. I enjoy it a lot. But check out the other perks. Smooth ballistics, soft ballistics, smart drift control. It also has hip fire, armor piercing rounds, send it, and perfect balance, which is a really nice selection of optional perks. I really like that. But here's what really makes it, here's what really takes it over the top. String of Curses. After each kill, this weapon will reload instantly and decrease damage for a short time. Kills will help charge your super. This is great in both PvE and PvP, though I would definitely say better in PvE. When it comes to just taking on huge waves of enemies, like say Thrall, nothing comes close. You can just keep firing into them, and as long as you're getting consistent kills, you will never have to reload. And it will give you a ton of bonus supercharge. I can't remember how much. I think it's at least double, somewhere between twice and 3 times the amount. It's in that neighborhood, but you can just get your super back so fast. And in PvP, it's great too, because you can just land your kill, and after you get your kill, you get bonus damage. It's instantly reloaded. You can actually get some multi-kills. I got a, I can't remember what it's called, a quadruple kill with this thing once. I can't remember what the medal is called for it in PvP. And it's just, it was so fantastic. And this is a wonderful weapon. It really is. If you don't have this in your collection, you absolutely must have this in your life. And I'm sure it's great for Prison of Elders. So yeah, definitely grab the bad Juju. It is a spectacular weapon. Well, we got those special weapon engrams I wanted. Unfortunately, they're legacy engrams. 31 coins, so I can't get a Zen Meteor out of that. But you know what you can get out of that? An Icebreaker. And you know what else? Pocket Infinity. I'm a little surprised. I was kind of hoping they would bring Pocket Infinity back in the 2.2 patch. Pocket Infinity is a ton of fun. It's basically a normal fusion rifle, only it fires in full auto, and not like the Vex Mythoclass, where that one's kind of more like a conventional auto rifle. No, this thing It's like a real, genuine fusion rifle, only it just sprays. It's almost like having a flamethrower. It's really great, and it just murders people in PvP. It's been nerfed a lot since it first came out. When it first came out, you could hold like 8 shots in the mag, and it has a mechanic that returns shots to the magazine when you miss. It's pretty nuts. It's an easy kill gun. It's not as easy to use as it was before, but you can still just melt Guardians with it. And if you haven't got one yet, this is your chance to get one. 31 coins apiece. What else we got? Glass needles, 3 coins, 3 shards, 1 exotic shard, 3 motes of light, and you get 3 of these. 3 of coins, 7 of them, you get a pack of 5. You better believe I'm going to buy some of these this week. I want that Zen Meteor so freaking bad. Oh my lord. So yeah, I'm going to come back for more of these later. But yeah, check this out. Of course, you also have your heavy ammo synths. You get 1 strange coin, and they'll give you 3 of them in return. And look at this. Why are they still selling these vehicle upgrades? Who's buying these? At 23 coins, who is buying these? Why are these here? I don't know. It's 2.2. Nobody wants these anymore. Or at least sell them cheaper. I mean, seriously, you can only use them on rare sparrows. When was the last time you got a rare sparrow out of anything? I don't know. Forget it. And I do believe that just about does it for this video. Let's see if I can leave here without getting friggin' trapped. Oh, thank God. Thank you, Zor. Ooh, I still don't trust you all the way. Not after last time. But anyway, what about you? Have you gotten anything nice this week in 2.2? Let me know in the comments section. I try to respond to as many people as I can. And don't forget to spank that like button if you enjoyed the video or if you found it helpful in any sort of way. Your support means a lot to me. And as always, y'all be good to each other. And I will see you in the next video.